Hello and welcome to another Mikereative cast. I'm your host, Mikereative, welcoming Vince. If I was in a bar, I'd see him across the room.
That's because you like thick brown men, Michael.
On this episode, we have a few items to discuss, mainly Avengers, Endgame spoiler in the title? Oscars, who were the winners? And Rotten Tomatoes, what are they censoring now? Guys, this is episode 25.
Episode 25?
Episode 25.
Episode 25.
Episode 25?
Hey guys, it's Old Man Rickles.
We've done 25 of these. We're very humbled that you guys have come back and watched the episodes. We see the views and we see the subscribers and we appreciate the follows and the likes and all the comments. Thank you so much for being a part of the Mikereative community. Beer of the show, let's pick this week's beer. Number one. Beer number one is Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. Malt beverage with natural flavor added. New York's product of the UK. 5% alcohol by volume. Let me just grab the beer opener. Organic Chocolate Stout. Ooh, does smell very chocolatey. 550 milliliter. Let's give this a taste. Ooh, very chocolatey. Oh, Vince, what did you think?
You forgot to give me some.
Right. Here you go.
Thanks, Michael, for Samuel Smith's Organic Chocolate Stout. Let's pour this baby up.
Cheers.
Cheers. Tastes like carbonated chocolate.
Do you remember when the Avengers 4 title was a spoiler? I do. And now we know the name of that title. Endgame. And you may be asking yourself, how is that a spoiler to Infinity War? Kevin Feige kept the title under wraps for so long and stating that releasing the title would actually be a spoiler to Infinity War. But now that we've seen Infinity War, we know that Endgame is kind of anticlimactic. He states, and I quote, "Well, I think I'd said that it had all gotten blown out of proportion to some extent. It was a spoiler because you knew before Infinity War came out that the next movie was called Endgame. Then you would know that there wasn't any ending in Infinity War. But that it had been the title of the movie from the moment we conceived of doing the two films." Vince, do you have any thoughts?
Michael, wasn't there already supposed to be an Infinity Wars 1 and 2?
That's true. Infinity Part 1 and Part 2. So technically, we already could have guessed that Infinity War wasn't going to have a resolution like he said.
Isn't that like Mockingjay Part 1 and Part 2?
Yeah, no, it was. It's kind of like Harry Potter 7 Part 1 and Part 2, right?
That's like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool.
Well, I guess the Endgame would actually be, that second movie would be the Endgame. It would be the resolution to the Infinity War, per se. That's what I think. Well, actually, no, that's what it is, essentially. But he was thinking that that was a spoiler when really it kind of wasn't. Or it could have been to the really like in-depth comic book creators, like the comic book heel could have been like, I could foresee this if I knew the titles, but I don't. I wouldn't see it. Endgame. Disappointing title? I think so. The Oscars were last week, and some of the nominees we touched on in previous podcasts. Be sure to check out that video in the link below. Green Book won Best Picture. Rami Malek won Best Actor for Bohemian Rhapsody, and Olivia Colman won Best Actress for The Favorite. Speaking of Best Actor, do you know Remi's favorite season?
Fall.
Autumn.
Oh, please kill me.
Alfonso Cuarón won Best Director, Best Cinematography, and Best Foreign Language Film for Roma, the Netflix special. Spike Lee won his first competitive Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay.
Well, he's a Knicks fan, so he's probably not used to winning. Good job, Mr. Lee.
And Best Animated Feature, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Film short, Bao, congratulations. That was her first short film over at Pixar, and she won the Oscar for it. Best Original Song, Shallow, from A Star Is Born.
You know, Michael, there can be 100 people in the room, and 99 people don't believe in you. But it takes one of those people to change your world.
I believe in you, Vince.
That's because you're the only one in the room, Michael.
And lastly, Old Man Rickles has an article about... Oh, wait, no, sorry. Vince has an article about Rotten Tomatoes and their censorship. Vince, take it away.
Still hearing those voices inside your head, huh, Mike?
Sorry, that was Patricia.
Rotten Tomatoes, in their statement, says, and I quote, "Starting this week, Rotten Tomatoes will launch the first of several phases of updates that will refresh and modernize our audience rating system. We're doing it more accurately and authentically to represent the voice of fans while protecting our data and public forums from bad actors." They continue by saying we are disabling the comment function prior to a movie's release date. Unfortunately, have seen an uptick in non-constructive input, sometimes borderline trolling, which we believe is a disservice to our general readership. We have decided that turning off this feature is now the best course of action. Don't worry though, fans will still get to have their say. Once a movie is released, audience can leave a user rating and comments as they always have. So, as reported by Hypebeast, Rotten Tomatoes is adding a restriction to their comment section prior to movie releases. Movies such as Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Star Wars The Last Jedi have all received these review bombings done by trolls through the internet.
What's the internet?
Never mind. So hopefully this actually provides a change to not only reviewing comments in this platform, but platforms to come. Now I know change is a scary thing.
Change is a scary thing.
Censorship is bad, but in this case, it may be good. Back to you, Michael.
Thanks, Vince. Well, that was our show. Thanks so much for tuning in. Be sure to check out the other videos and the links in the description below. Do you agree with Rotten Tomatoes' stance on their censorship? Let us know down in the comment section below. Catch us next time on My Creative Cast. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye.